Yo, stop your grinning and drop your linen. It's time to answer the question, can I, with a couple of 3D printers and a complete lack of talent, enter the world of cosplay by building my own Colonial Marines armour and accessories? I hope the answer is yes, so this is going to be a very short video series. Hello, Talentless Maker here with a new build series based around, as you saw in the cold open, the Colonial Marines armour from the film Aliens. Yes, I'm entering cosplay territory. Exciting. So we'll see how it goes. So what I'm doing is I'm going to document all the builds as I go along. I'm going to start with the helmet. As you see, 3D printed in 4 sections. I've very talentlessly stitched it together just for a test fit. So that's going to be built. And the camera on the side, I have resin printed, along with the lens that's going to go on the side here. And I've also resin printed earpiece on that side there. Along with that, got various accessories. Got the layer muff will go on the inside. And of course the microphone's gonna do probably a scratch build on that. I've 3D printed some parts, but I'm not quite sure how good they are, so I might do a scratch build with some bits. Yeah, that's what I'll do. That's going to be the first build, is doing the helmet. Also bought some accessories. Tactical gun belt. Now I can see a lot of cosplayers in here going, oh, that's not screen accurate. No, it's not, because I'm not doing a screen accurate build. This is going to be something a little different, which I'll go into the backstory a little later, but it's not going to be one of the sets of armours from the film. This is going to be something different. So yeah, so I've got that. Also bought some fatigues from one of those Chinese discount websites. They looked okay when I was browsing them. Not quite so much in real life. They'll do okay for now, but in accordance with the backstory of this character that I'll be cosplaying, he's going to be British. So I'm going to get some British Army BTUs and use them as the basis for the camo, the fatigues, the camo gear. Yeah, so that'll be good. And then, of course, the armour itself. Chest piece, back piece, clamtail, lobster tail for the helmet, various bits of mats, the leg greaves and stuff. And I printed them just then. Oh, so these. Yes, it's a lot of printing. Hundreds of hours of printing, all done in sections on my little bamboo A1 printer. So I have to stitch this together, test fit, glue it up, paint it, weather it, lash it together with some webbing and put all the clips on. Not a small task by any stretch of the imagination. Yeah. So the first things to do is to clean up the prints. Still left some spots on some bits of them. Clean up the prints, much like the helmet, is do a test fit. Make sure the parts are roughly match up for glue up. And it'll be easily to clean up, like the helmet here. The front's not so bad. The back is a little off. I'll get into that when I do the videos for the helmet. But yeah, that's what I've got. I've also got some assortment patches from the Alien films. So yeah, Yutani, Nostromo, Sulaco. Well, in the Yutani patches. Oh, where's my son? There it is. Sulaco patch. Won't be using some of these because of the backstory. So the backstory to this build is he will be part of the a secondment to the Colonial Marines from the British Isles. So he'll be a Raw Marine seconded to the Colonial Marines. So on that, on the shoulders, I'll be doing the logo for the, I can't remember the name of the coalition. If you play the Alien RPG, you'll go into the Colonial Marines guide and all that. It'll tell you all the different sections and factions that are in the expanded universe of the role-playing game and the films itself. So this will be the British Isles. I will put here. I'll put the logo that I will pen on the lapel from that. So the idea, he is Sergeant Worsley, who was seconded to the Colonial Marines as part of a mission, separated from his squad, and is going it alone. So hence why he needs a tactical belt, carry all the stuff that he needs to survive. As part of the build, I will be doing accessories, so there will be a motion sensor and shoulder lamp, and all that will be done later on in the build. So, yeah, so the whole thing's going to be done. As I said, British Army BTUs, fatigues, boots, everything will be done. So by the end, I'll be able to wear this as a full cosplay. If you remember last year, if you watched any of that, some of you might do, it's one of the most popular builds, is I actually made the M41A pulse rifle. So that's going to be Sergeant Wesley's sidearm, as well as printed off the Heckler and Koch pistol sidearm. That'll be quick build as I do the paint and weathering on that. Yeah, we'll go in here. Yes, I'm not American, so I got my various. That's it. It's upside down. Yeah, so that will go in that. Pew 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 pew. Yeah, so that'll be his sidearm. So at the end of the video, I'll do a roundup of what I've spent so far. So it's all the various bits and mats, the fatigues, the tactical belt, and all the little bits and mats, and how much I spent on this print itself. It's a lot less than you think. So this might actually be a budget cosplay outfit, Colonial Marines. There are a lot of various options out there if you want to do your own marine armour. There's some excellent companies who do castings off Terry English's original armour that he made for the film. This is close. I actually bought the STL files for this, and you know, the plates are really close. So what I'm going to do now is do test fits and see just what it looks like in its assembled form. Yeah, I'll do that as a speedy uppie. Unless you want to see about 3 hours of me sticking bits of plastic together with masking tape. I don't think you do. Anyway, let's get to this. there we have it, test fit completed. Most of it goes together pretty well. There's a couple of wrinkles here and there, but I'm sure we'll find solutions to them as we come. So what we've completed is the chest piece, the back piece, shoulder parts, including these. We'll go here, and the bicep armour bits, the legs, the greaves, the knees, knee protectors. So they're all done. All the various bits of armour, the lobster tail for the helmet, also the HK pistol. All this completed, along with the resin printed camera and earpiece for the noggin. So that's all done, all completed, ready to go. So just a few stats, because I'm going to keep a track of how much this has cost in filament and material and various stuff, extra stuff, and just put a price on how much this project will be when it's finished. So far, these white filament pieces took 275 hours to print, using 4.4 kilograms of resin. Filament, not resin, this is filament. Filament, and at cost of £44.25. All this, £44, including this. 3D printing, save everything. Other things I bought, a total of £62. So that includes the fatigues, the belt, the holster, some webbing, the hard hat that I'm going to salvage the webbing for the insides, internals for this thing. The earphone covers and various other little bits and bats that I've already bought. I estimate I'm probably going to spend about another £180 on other stuff, including, that's coming soon, a tailor's dummy. So I'm going to put all this together. I'm going to put some temporary webbing and strapping on, and put it together on the tailor's dummy so I can see what it looks like. So what's next? Well, obviously it needs to be glued together. So all the parts, all the seams seem to be okay, but they're obviously not going to glue together 100% flush. So I'm going to glue it all together, then see what we need to do in order to finish it. So as part of the story of this guy, this arm is going to be proper beat up. I'm going to have 3 scratches down the breastplate and a bullet hole in one of the shoulder pieces. It's going to be absolutely battered. Proper combat veteran this guy is going to be. So I'm going to do it like that. But first, it's going to be sanded, rough sanded, filled. We've got various fillers, including wood filler and various plastic fillers, and you'll see it as we go along. Then coat of filler primer, wet sanding, second coat of filler primer, and then the overcoat of olive drab. So that's going to be the base coat. So and then I'm going to take everything to that standard, including this, and then we're going to do the camouflage. I've got an idea for the camouflage. I'll put the illustration up here. It's going to be based obviously on the film camouflage, but my own take on it. So I put my own design. So I'm going to use that, and obviously with lots of distress. On the helmet, there's going to be some writing as per the film. I'm going to take a leaf out of Full Metal Jacket. Private Joker, and it's out on one side had the peace sign, on the other side Born to Kill. We're going to have the peace sign and Born to Ill on the other one, because that's a British thing, apparently. Anyway, yeah, so that's what we're going to do. I'm going to do it in stages. So we're going to do top first. So the first part of this build is probably going to be a couple of parts to it. It's going to be the helmet. I'm going to do a helmet with the camera on and ear on this side, and the lobster plates for the back. Get these up to standard. So the first thing is and this is going to be the most difficult thing to actually glue together. because it's not just curve, it's compound curves, and it's looks like it's going to be a bit of a problem. But I'm nothing if not resourceful. Maybe I'm nothing. Anyway, so the helmets first, we're going to do top, then bottom. So it's going to be the helmet, then the greaves, legs, and then to the chest and the shoulders. I'm going to do them all in top, bottom, middle. I'm going to do it in that order. And I'm going to do a series for each part of it as well. And then we'll get everything to where it's got all olive drab, and then we'll do a separate series of videos on the camouflage, the weathering, and all the detail parts. Then there's going to be other builds on. I'm going to do a motion tracker, I'm going to do the over the shoulder light lamp rig. So I've got FCL files for them, so I'm going to do prints for them. Yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to take a long time. It's taken a long time to get to this stage. That's why I've been absent a little bit on YouTube, because I've been trying to get this right and other things. I had a book published. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do. So next time you see me, we'll be doing this thing, and it won't be private parts. Yeah, there we go. Outstanding. No, he needs a deck of cards. See you next time.